Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back. So glad to have you. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me again. I really appreciate it. But before we start, I'm just going to start with a little bit of singing bowl just to clear the energy and to have you a little bit meditate on the energy that is coming up this week for you. Okay. Okay, so clearing up a little bit of the throat chakra. So maybe this is going to be a clearing up for the throat chakra for the communication to go smoothly. So if you click on this, then this is definitely a message for you and for whomever you are connecting with, that there is some clearing that is required for the both of you. So let's start and take a deep breath, and I'm going to bowl it 3 times, and then I want you to return. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And release. So I always do a little bit of reading with the singing bowl, and what I was getting was that there is a lot of silence. Okay, like there is this silence before the storm, and it's because you know that there is some sort of outburst of communication that is going to come, and that's going to be first very high. So it started very slow, then it goes super high, and then it goes like very smooth and gentle. So it's all about the balance, right? So let's see what that is. I hope you liked it. I know that my Saggies really liked it in the last video, so I wanted to give you all a little bit of that. We have, let's see. Okay. Yes, this was exactly the message that I was receiving. A lot of you may be in this bubble of trying to understand the spiritual lesson behind this connection. Okay, like these weeks or these months have been all about like, but what is the spiritual lesson? And that is because Saturn just ended its retrograde in Pisces and is going direct again until February. It will be in Pisces. Whoa. There is still some clearing up of the throat that is required here. But around this time, there will be a lot of insights and downloads that will be coming to you. So you might be feeling a little bit like overwhelmed or even maybe a little bit sad or stressed, anxious. This is all because there is some integration going on of that Saturn in Pisces going direct again. So a huge karmic cycle is ending, and a lot of you are trying to understand why that is. Now, the second card is my life is not as together as it seems. So for some of you, there is a lot going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of, and you're trying to understand what is going on here. So we're going to check in. I feel pulled to check in with the Mermaids deck for today, starting off. Something which no longer serves you, this is from another deck actually, came through, is about to end. So this whole karmic chapter, there was something that was not serving you or the both of you, and that is finally coming to an end. That's kind of like big papa karmic energy of Saturn that is kind of like releasing the heavy weight of your shoulders. Oh, another one. Angel of Clearing, your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. Wow. This is also from another deck. And there is telepathy at the bottom of the deck. So for a lot of you, you are going to have like some sort of telepathic communication before the actual communication comes through. This is when your heart is actually talking with their heart, and you will be receiving some signs, synchronicities, or downloads in regards to your person, or you will be able to have like this pre-conversation. I don't know why I wanted to say a prenup. Like, I don't know why that, for some of you, maybe that's like very important. Could have been a conversation about a prenup, but I don't think so. Anyway, so there is a lot of clearing of confusions that are going to be held around this time. A personal issue reaches resolution, exactly what it is. Like, finally, this whole chapter, which could have started in 2023, okay, because there is Piscean energy here coming through again. So balance, spirituality, and practicality, and emotions are running high. Now, this is exactly what I was feeling over the past couple of days, I couldn't even do any work or any type of readings because the emotions were so high, and I was trying to kind of like balance and ground and like try to ground myself as much as possible. And if you were asking like what I did to do that, is actually I did a deep meditation, third eye meditation with my Reiki crystals, and that really helped. Then I did a little bit of saging, well, a little bit, kind of a lot of saging. And after that, I did a lot of singing bowls. And I actually tried to have this telepathic communication going on, which was for a long period of time blocked, and just had a good sleep, very good sleep. And then it kind of like, it removed itself. Okay, like you need to do some active work, and that's why it's saying like balance spirituality with practicality, right? Like you need to do some practical effort within the spiritual realm in order to release the stagnant energies. Okay, let go of the need to know. There is a lot of control that's being done here, and this feels like it could be from both your ends, but it also feels like from the masculine ends there is a lot of controlling behavior that comes from the ego. The ego wants to validate something. The ego wants to control the narrative, control something major, and that has been like clashing. Okay, like the more you withdraw, the more you retreat, the more the other person is starting to get into an ego war zone, trying to control a lot of things, right? Like that could be just the way that the communication is not going, the blockages of that, or anything outside of that could also be the case. So let's see, I want to know what the tarot actually, let's dive in with the tarot. What is going on here? It's time to wake up, though. There is an epiphany that's coming through. Like that's what I just said, like, right? There is this healing that is required. That's the point when you will wake up and everything will be smoothed out. It's because there is some sort of epiphany or a download or a opening up that is integrated. Okay, let's see where this is going. The person on your mind, what's their energy? The Queen of Cups. Something worked is what I'm hearing. So something that you did or some sort of emotional offer that you made, it has been received. Okay, it has been read, it has been received. There's a lot of compassion being kind of like downloaded into the energies right now. And then we have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is planning, okay? Your person is planning to come forward here. They still haven't made the decision yet because they are still trying to balance emotions, spirituality, and practicality. So practically, there might have been some sort of blockage as well for them to not be able to move forward. But it looks to me that you're dealing with someone that is feeling quite in a very feminine space here, okay? Nine of Swords, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety here, worry, okay? What's their plan? What's their plan? Okay, so they don't want to come off, ooh, the Tower. So this is that second ringing of the bell. Remember, like it starts with like a lot of softness, but then it just like peaked up, right? So there is some sort of peaking in the energies that they are anticipating on. They know that there is going to be like either trauma response, trigger response, or some sort of conflict, and they are anticipating on that. So with this energy, it's like they don't want to rush into anything. They don't want to trigger something. So they are very worried about like that second singing bowl energy, right? Like that peaking in the energy. Like there could be like a huge fight or some sort of collapse that they are anticipating on, and they know that it is going to come, right? Like one way or the other. This is kind of like holding them back a lot. So they need a little bit of push, or they need some sort of sign. What's your energy here? Page of Pentacles, you're just waiting for some sort of opening up. You got the Six of Wands. So for you, you feel like you've overcome some sort of a big challenge already. Like, you don't need their validation. You don't need something from them. Like, you already have some sort of success in your life that you feel very proud of. Okay, for a lot of you, you are in a very proudful energy. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. For a lot of you, your focus is more so on your work, on your career, on self-worth, self-value. You feel like you have mastered that lesson already, like the self-respect, but also just working on, working on your good image. The King of Wands comes through. So you feel quite confident here. For the majority of you, you feel quite confident when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your actions, when it comes to your behavior, when it comes to your milestones, what you've been achieving. There is a sense of security within you, okay? But there is absolutely some sort of truth coming through, and that could be in regards to this controlling energy. This person may have been very obsessively controlling you or watching you, and you know about that. And the background story could have been ego, okay? Like, this could have been like them trying to win some sort of information, but then they got like entangled into the web of the devil, okay? So that is being released. What is going to be the outcome? The Justice comes out in the reversed. So whatever they did behind your back here, it was unfair to you. And that's why you feel like you are in a secure position. You feel like you are being protected by the universe. You feel like with the Justice reversed, there's nothing that you can do to fix the situation because it was a misalignment or a misjudgment from their part, right? So, but then we have the Four of Wands and the Five of Pentacles reversed. So actually what they did to you, it actually caused them to be the outsider, okay? Like, they lost by trying to set you up for something, or they lost by trying to control some sort of narrative or control some sort of outcome. And because of that, they now feel like they need to come forward with some sort of warmth, okay? Like, they miss your warmth, but they also know that that's because they treated you unfairly here. So the universe is seeing all of this, absolutely. And they're behind the scenes really working on stabilizing themselves, coming forward something that is going to be long lasting here. Right, let's see what we have as the outcome advice for you. Are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. And then we have fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever has been done behind your back or against you, there will be a blessing behind that because the universe is watching everything. And I feel like with this time to wake up, the epiphany is that this person was wrong all along and they need to rectify and put something back together, back in one piece is what I'm hearing. So that's what I have for you. Thank you all so much for being here, for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I'm trying to read all of your comments. And if you need any reading from me, you can book an appointment actually on Hypsee. So if you are interested in that, the link is in the description box below. And I catch you guys in the next one. Take care.